sense would state that with the store having had a portable toilet at its location last year, that the pump station had less use.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't abandon that location yet until something permanent is established at the store, because I think once you abandon it, then you got to go through the routine of putting it there again, and so even if it's not very well used.
No, I'm definitely not thinking of abandoning it. I'm actually just wondering,
I wouldn't have
comparing, apples to apples and.
Yeah. Well, the store, I think, would definitely got more use.
I think it would too.
And I can tell you it did, in terms of if Pump Out is a guide, the store got more use last year.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it would be interesting to see that kind of information because, for example, if there's going to be a cost associated with the store and yet there's no cost for the pump station, we need to know that, I would think, before we enter into any agreements with anybody. Knowing what our costs are currently and what they might be in the future. And, I mean, they're very close in location, so.
But just a point, and I'm speaking for myself, I'd much rather go into a regular bathroom than to use a porta potty.
I agree. I agree with you, too.
So,
like I said, I'd like to have all the information just so we can easily assess it all and make a good decision, especially where the Sotiers have made such a generous offer and they're going to put energy and time into it. If we decide to go forward, we should know everything up front. One thing about Edgewood, too, to consider is the fact that it is handicapped accessible. Not that I'm favoring that location, but honestly, I think we need to have something in the middle of the beach. I mean, there is no getting around it in my mind. From what I see here, the store is 4/10 of a mile to 6/10 of a mile from the most used areas of the beach. I mean, that's basically a half-a-mile walk, which is quite a long distance when you're in need of a bathroom. So,
for an adult or a child.
Any person. So, anyway, I think we still need to have some kind of location in the middle of the beach, or if not, on the east end of the beach. But we can continue that conversation at another time. Is there anyone here from the public who'd like to speak to the issue? You're welcome to address us at the mic.
Sure.
If you could please identify yourself.
My name is Brendan Donovan. My wife and I have a house at 238 Kings Highway at Goose Rocks.
Mm-hmm.
In the late 80s, my wife and I were much more active at the Goose Rocks Beach Association than we are now. Our daughter's all grown up. I was a member of the board of directors at the time of that dispute in '88. There is a signed, written agreement between the town of Kennebunkport, the Goose Rocks Beach Association, and the neighbors. And the association was recognized as the owner. Excuse me.
Are we speaking about Jeffrey's Way?
Yes.
Okay.
The Goose Rocks Beach Association was recognized as the owner. The 5 or 6 neighbors on Jeffrey's Way were given the right for uninhibited access to and from, and the town agreed to maintain the road and put in sewers. And I think they put in a water line in order to have safety reasons to get to the beach. But there is a signed, written agreement. Okay. Secondly, I was involved in some survey work on the house I built at 238 Kings Highway 2 or 3 years ago. And I had some survey work done on Kings Highway. Kings Highway's easement goes approximately 10 to 12 feet beyond the stones. And on the other side, where the houses are, the town's easement goes 3 to 4 feet beyond the sidewalk. So most of those fences that are up there are on town easement property. So there's plenty of room anywhere along Kings Highway to put something up there. So that's it.
Thank you.
Thank you. And if I can't find that signed agreement in Town Hall, which I didn't come across it, if I could.
It was sent to Nathan Ford.
Yep.
By an attorney, Alan Shepard, 3 years ago. And when I came across
Do you mind going back to the link?
When I was watching a rerun 2-3 weeks ago, where this
Mhm.
became an issue
Yep.
on TV, I immediately called Rob Loring, and he was going to send to Audrey Williamson 7 copies